All right.
Hooray!
We're here as on time as a person can be. 3 minutes, that's perfectly on time in my book.
That's early.
Yeah.
For New York, that's
Fashionably
early, frankly. Welcome, y'all. Please tell us in the chat how our audio is. That would be keen. Welcome to Retrofuturish, a D&D stream that we try to do regularly, and regularly is in air quotes. I'm Jenny B. I'm the DM. My pronouns are she, her, they, them. I will be running this game that you will watch, and I will be all the characters that are not these lovely people that are surrounding me. If everyone wants to go around, say their name, their pronouns, their character, describe them, and give their pronouns. And I don't know, if you're so inclined to give a fun fact about yourself, that would be great too. So I'm gonna kick it off. Gonna go to my right. There's no one to my right in the stream box, so we're gonna say to my left with peas.
Ooh, that's me. Oh gosh. Okay. My real name is Jules. She, her. I am Peas, the rogue fairy floating orb, they, them, just kind of a being of chaotic energy that cares for very little except treasures and pleasures.
Same.
Let's see. I should include more. My fun fact is I have a water allergy, actually, in real life. I'm allergic to water on my skin. It's called aquagenic urticaria. You can Google it. Check me on it.
Oh.
That's all I got.
That is a fun fact.
It is a fun fact. I mean, it's a
I think we
tragic
gotta
fact.
Yeah, it's a
stream so
sad
we can
fact.
Google this.
Tragically fun.
Everyone Google it right now. All right, so Foley Artest is next. Mute the stream. Mute the stream.
He's cheating. He's watching the past.
What was that? Did you hear that?
So weird.
Hi everyone. I'm Billy Soko. My pronouns are he, him, and my character is Foley Artest. Foley Artest is a half-elf monk who is very in tune to nature and energy. One great thing you need to know about Foley is, and he'll remind you, his pronouns are he, him, by the way. He loves to fight and just things and people, things, everything. A fun fact about me is I am allergic to shrimp. I haven't always been. It was kind of it happens, and I guess this allergies occur when you get older. Yeah, so that's not as
Allergy fact.
Yeah, there's an allergy fact. That's an allergy fact.
I'd rather be allergic to water than shrimp.
Shrimp's really delicious.
It's so good. I'm so sorry.
They're very good. I'm gonna popcorn it over to Eris Thundershield Galifianakis.
I'm just going to interject here and say that not all of the facts have to be allergies.
Okay, great, because I don't have any.
It should be medical, though.
Cool, I've got medical stuff. All right,
Cool.
my name is Dennis Pacheco. I am an improviser, comedian, actor, writer in New York, teacher now. Anyway, I will be assaying the role of Aris Thundershield Galifianakis. Viva rolling her eyes. Aris is a Goliath fighter. He's got a romantic streak. He refuses to believe that he's evil, although, I don't know, he seems pretty aggressive and brutal. Fun fact about me is I don't have any allergies. I do have asthma and ADHD and joint problems. And every time I eat nuts, they break off in my windpipe and make me cough. I'm not allergic to nuts, but that like 99% of the time, if I'm not super present and thoughtful about my nut eating and chewing, I have to chew them for about 1,000 years. Otherwise, I'll cough. I don't know. That's wild.
Sounds like an allergy to me.
Well, you're a doctor.
I am a doctor.
And I'm going to potato chip it over to Aviva.
Hi, hello. My name is Aviva. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing CRISPR Ethereum, the half-elf, half-rock gnome, non-binary, feral techno child. They have a dog familiar named Sparky, who is also possessed by the spirit of an adult lady who is named what, Jenny?
Henriette Babineau.
Precisely. CRISPR's pronouns are they, them. Oh, and my fun medical fact is I stabbed myself with a paring knife today while making vegetables. Everything is fine. I didn't need stitches, but I did stab myself today. Not on purpose. Okay, I'm gonna Tostitos it over to Kyle.
More important than taking care of your body and your hands is playing Dungeons and Dragons.
It's fine.
If you get lightheaded, just give us a sign.
Yeah.
And we'll keep playing. Hi, my name is Kyle Levenick. I am playing a character who is an artificer specializing in armor. So he is a real tinker tailor named Saul Deer Spy. And he's just a real... He's a real worried guy sometimes. My pronouns and Saul's are both he, him. The only weird kind of medical fact, well, I have plenty of weird medical facts. I have Tourette's, which is a medical fact that is playing into a show that I'm watching now, and many eye-rolling moments in that show. But more importantly is I have a messed up thumb, and I started giving people thumbs up on Zoom calls now, so I don't have to say anything. But I realize now that like my thumb just like looks extra weird in Zoom because it doesn't go all the way up. So it just like looks like a little weird, like it's called a hitchhiker's thumb because it only goes like 45 degrees as opposed to like a normal human thumb. But I've never used it for hitchhiking, so who knows? Maybe it's not actually meant for that. I guess we'll find out.
I feel like animators would love to draw your hands because
they do.
Yeah,
they love it. Yeah, daily animators emailing to draw my hands.
Yeah, just saying. Probably gonna make money off it.
Any animators watching?
Jenny, what is your medical fact?
Oh,
Your fun medical fact.
Jesus, my fun medical fact.
Oh yeah.
I have screws and wires in my head because my skull was reconstructed in my infancy.
That's rad.
Oh.
There it is.
That is rad.
Got a scar from here to here. Boop. So that's my weird medical fact. Enjoy that, audience. All right. So now that you know the players and our medical history, we will get into our recap. So last time on Retrofuturish, our heroes, our protagonists, we'll say, explored the Kaleidoscope City Kaleidoscope Museum at length, stumbling upon a number of useful and magical kaleidoscopes that they then stole for one reason or another. There was an incredibly precious kaleidoscope stored beneath the floor of the museum, made of golden jewels, which was then snatched up by Pease, with an assist from Saul, who distracted the indifferent teen on staff. Amongst the kaleidoscopes, they found one with a recorded history of their alleged worst crime. Sure enough, it describes them killing a band of heroes led by Bennett progeny. They also found a kaleidoscope that revealed a mysterious mark, an eyeball crying a single tear. It was invisible to the human eye, but when using this kaleidoscope, they could see the mark. They then realized that this insignia is on all of their strange matching wrist bracelets. The group then found refuge for the night at an out, reminder that an out is the opposite of an inn. The Good Looking Out, a repurposed old jungle-themed restaurant. After getting some nourishment based off of various endangered species, they decide to go ask around at the local seedy nightclub, the Pit Demon, to see if they can get some answers. They beat up a halfling bouncer on their way in. I believe that was Foley's fault. Then I think it was Eris who had an arm wrestling contest with some other Goliaths. After a fight with seemingly every patron in the bar, you get some information from the barkeeper. He doesn't know anything but the demon of electricity that powers his bar might. The demon possesses Saul and seems intent on staying in his body, consuming junk food and experiencing pain and running it into the ground until the party offers up the unconscious halfling bouncer as a substitute. The demon reveals a meeting place for the secret society that uses the eye as an icon, the Order of Peribity. Everyone celebrates this information with shots. This read like a police report. But
we did so much bad shit. Oh my god.
We are bad.
But you know,
We are so fun though.
Possibly we're villains.
I would like to point out that Saul stayed out of the nightclub. I did not participate in that
That's true.
cheating.
You were just possessed. That's all.
Yeah, and then I was possessed by a demon.
That's all it is. So, all right. Light streams in through the skylights of the Good Looking Out in a warm, gentle beam. It is surprisingly quiet this morning in this bustling city, and you have all taken a long rest and feel fully energized. You really needed the sleep, especially you, Soldier Spy. You slowly open your eyes to see, nose to nose with you, grinning ear to ear like an eager child, is the possessed body of the halfling bouncer, the one who is older than names.
Good morning. Did you came home with us last night?
Yes, I did. It is the morning now, yes?
Do you yet? Well, you know what? Who knows? It might not be the morning. Let me just check real quick.
Yes, time is a strange mortal concept.
So you don't even have a concept of like when the sun is up, that's the day.
Everything just sort of blurs together.
Interesting. How fast is this conversation happening for you right now?
Simultaneously, it is happening in an eternity and in the blink of an eye. And it has already happened, and it will happen in the future.
I 100% feel the same way. Let me just go ahead and wake everybody else up.
I was told if I behaved and returned, that I returned control of your meat vessel, that I would be shown the wonders of this tangible universe.
Well, then you're going to love breakfast, I think. That's a good place to start.
What is this breakfast?
What is breakfast? Well, okay, let's start at the basics. Do you know what food is?
I believe I had some of that last night, yes.
Okay, honestly, last night is a blur. It's like it's been deleted from my mind. Hard to really say. But let's see, some food. Food is good. It's what you ingest, which gives us power. And in the morning, we tend to have a very delightful lot of it, I suppose.
Like onion rings?
Like what?
Onion rings? Last night I
Yeah.
partook of the rings of fried onion.
You could possibly have onion rings. That sounds quite. Ugh. Hold on.
Oh.
Oh, that's gonna. Oh, yeah. I think I have some onion rings too. I'll be. Excuse me. I need to get rid of some food that is coming out one way or another. I'll be right back. Saul just gets up and just tries to find something that looks somewhat like a bathroom in this jungle.
You see some restrooms, very old, but still functioning off in the corner.
I'm just gonna dash in, and something's got to come up.
The one who is older than names continues to wander around and shaking and prodding each of you awake.
Ah, 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 ah.
One of you must tell me about the breakfast foods.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm not the one to ask about that.
You
So
ever
you're
had
still-
pancakes?
What is a pancake?
Ooh. Babe, you
He's
just
the
gotta
one to ask.
experience it. There's no point in trying to explain. Does this out have a wench? A cooking wench?
You see at the bar a tabaxi preparing, like, you know, they've got a little brunch, like a little continental breakfast type thing.
Okay, but is it a wench?
No, not a wench.
Well, that's not what he's asked for.
No, maybe, I guess maybe like it's like a he wench, I guess. We can call him
Wench.
a he,
Okay.
a wench, if you
A
will.
wench.
A mensch.
A mensch.
I ask the mensch for pancakes. Babe.
He
Syrup?
looks at you.
Pancakes?
He looks at you with one eye. The other has a scar over it, a little bit grizzled, and he's like, he lifts like the top off one of the dishes, and there's, sure enough, our little silver dollar pancakes.
I give him a wink. Thanks, babe. And I show our new friend the magic of pancakes, delicately pouring syrup on top.
What is
So-
the purpose of this liquid?
It's sauce. You eat it all together.
Huh.
Just try it. Just let it happen.
All
Put
right.
it in your mouth. You put it
Oh,
you put it in like an onion ring.
oh. I understand onion rings.
Yeah.
I'm understanding the world in relation to onion rings.
Yes. This is morning onion rings.
Oh, I understand now.
You get it.
And the one who's older than names consumes a pancake, and then their eyes kind of dilate, and then they proceed to just like eat the entire plate and like just like start licking it.
So above the table question,
Mhm.
Jenny. So did we all wake up like in the parlor of this out like together, like just sleeping on random furniture?
you're
and shit?
Hammocks.
Well,
We were in hammocks, right?
You were in hammocks, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Suspended in the out.
Yeah. So do we have our own room, or we're in like
It's all one big room because it's all
Okay.
one big restaurant. So I imagine you are each like in like, you know, maybe some of you tried to be more secluded, maybe you like tried to go further into the jungle, maybe some of you were like more likely to get like lonely, so you like kind of clustered up. It's maybe some of you are higher up in the trees, maybe some of you like, you know, are further to the ground. That's up to you.
Aris tied up his satchel like high up in a tree, like as if it was food that he'd keep away from bears at a campsite, you know? And he takes it down now, puts on his leather armor, straps his shield to his back. He's getting ready for the day. It's kind of, there's some like dry shampoo that's soap. It's not shampoo, it's like face soap, like mechanics use with like grit in it. He's like rubbing it on his face.
Foley is waking up from inside a little hole he found in the tree. He felt very comforted being like within the tree itself. And so he's just getting out now. And as he's getting out, he's gathering his things. And he gives the tree a big hug. and then it's like with the tree.
Crisper is still climbing down from the like rafters height that they had decided to sleep up in, and just like the corner at the very top area. So it's been taking them a little while to sort of gangle their teenage way down to the ground floor. But when they do, they're going to go up to the tabaxi wench and say, "Do you have Doritos?
We have what we have here for continental breakfast.
Do you have Mountain Dew Code Red?"
What is this Mountain Dew Code Red?
"Oh, I see that you're not a gamer. Okay, I'll have what you're serving, I guess." And they just take a real spread, like arguably too much food on one plate, and then go over to sit by the nameless old one.
You two are consuming the pancakes.
"Yeah, I need it to live."
I see. Fascinating.
"Do you need it to live?"
An interesting question, as I now occupy this flesh vessel. Perhaps.
Yeah. Do you want some of mine so that you can continue to live?"
The one who's older than names does not wait for your invitation to finish. They just kind of like grab like a handful with like their bare hands of like eggs and like various breakfast meats and pancakes and just start like eating it out of their bare hands.
Crisper's a feral child. This is all very normal to them. They also eat with their big claw fingers.
Yeah, they seem to have this in common.
Yeah. It's like being back on the streets with my orphan family.
Tease is just watching, and slowly tater tots are like flying into this like orb of light.
So, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, Foley Artist is walking away from the continental breakfast towards the group with the pancakes, and he's thinking in his head because he saw what the pancakes were labeled as, and they were Pangea cakes, in theme with the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And as he walks up, he's like, "Hey y'all, these are really good," and he's also eating with his hands.
Jenny, what are the breakfast meats called?
You had to do this to me. I should have been prepared for this. Honestly, it's
This was definitely going to come up.
This is definitely going to come up. You always find the one thing I don't name, and sure enough, here it is.
Wait, no, this is really hard. I can't come up with anything
it's
either.
really
I
difficult. Like Borkin. Like the only thing I
Is
have.
this like prehistoric stuff, like mammoth and dinosaur and stuff?
Or safari themed, because it's sort of rainforest cafe-y, which I guess would be a rainforest, not a safari. I'm not a natural scientist.
I mean, the meats are just named after the animals.
Yeah.
Turkey sausage.
Yes.
Mammoth sausage.
Yeah. There it is.
The great
saber-tooth
ibex
tiger sausage.
Yeah, ibex sausage.
There it is.
There's only sausages, though.
Only sausages.
Yeah.
So many kinds.
Only
Various.
case meats.
And they're all worrying colors.
Yes.
So Eris wanders over with like a trash can lid, sized like one of those trays that they use to serve like petite, like appetizers or whatever.
Mhm.
But he's got the whole tray, and it's filled with like a big stack of pancakes, a big stack of toast, a bunch of the worryingly green mammoth sausages, and then he's just got like the pitcher of coffee. And he's like, make room. And he like elbows his way in.
Are there
He
tables?
sits next to Foley because he
Yeah,
likes
there's
Foley.
a table.
Okay, we're at a table. Okay.
Yeah, there are tables.
Crisper is sitting cross-legged, like on the table.
Eris has a kinship with Foley, so he sits next to Foley. Honestly, I think he's a bad influence, but
So Breadsticks McGillicuddy comes over. He just managed to get like a little bit of the food they have left after all of you have gone through it. He has like a little tiny little like handful of eggs, and like he got just like a little like paper cup of coffee. And he looks around at all of you. We're missing somebody. Where's the other one?
Saul's gonna come back from the bathroom right now. Just like casually using mending on like parts of my clothing that I've like torn up from the night before. Oh, I see that we didn't leave any food for me.
I hand him a worryingly colored sausage.
I think Breadsticks got you some eggs, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, Breadsticks got you some eggs.
breadsticks, is that for me?
Breadsticks looks down at his tiny can of eggs.
Before I even wait, I use Mage Hand just to like pick the plate up and bring it over towards me.
Saul, don't forget the coffee.
Oh, yes. I have my little kazoo homunculus. He hops out from off of my shoulder and just climbs down, goes and grabs the coffee and brings it back.
What's your homunculus kazoo's name again?
What is his name? Oh, Derek.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
Thank you, Derek.
Crisper takes the sausage that they gave Saul, getting back into it, and Mage hands it over to Breadsticks and just sort of like pokes Breadsticks a little bit with it. They're trying to be nice because Breadsticks is the only like age appropriate person for them to be nice to, but they also want to poke him. So
Breadsticks kind of looks like longingly after his plate of food that's gone, kind of like down in his hands. He's like, where it was there just a second ago, but now it's just gone. He shakes his head and he's like, all right, now that you're all here, I have to tell you something.
he doesn't eat the sausage I gave him.
Oh, this food is disgusting. Hold on, sorry. I'm just gonna scrape all the food off of my plate into Derek's kazoo opening, and it just basically is like a trash. Oh, that was just disgusting.
Breadsticks just like stares after it, like very hungrily, longingly.
Foley is like, yes, we have to talk now. A lot happened last night, and he takes his plate and throws it up against the wall. Like, what are we talking about?
The bank of Breadsticks is closed. I paid our bill this morning, and I've run out of my college fund.
Oh,
you were using your college fund to pay for all of this? What a dumb idea.
You don't have a savings? What are you buying, too much avocado toast? It's irresponsible, man.
yeah, and why did you
Come
kill
on.
department stores?
We have to sell the scepter that you stole to the buyer today and maybe even get another job, or we're going to be out of the streets. I say we because, yes, in the time that I have been with all of you, showing you around, my Rift license expired. So now I'm unemployed, and you're all in debt to me for the money I paid you.
What about that ship?
What ship? My
That one
ship?
Yeah. I mean, a scepter's a scepter, but that ship is probably very sellable.
You're not taking my ship.
I mean, can you drive it right now anyway?
I just need a few lessons.
I'm not paying for lessons.
I'm gonna turn to who like runs the out.
Currently, it's like a simultaneous like concierge like breakfast bar. Like there's not a lot of like bars in this place, so right now it's the Tabaxi with one eye.
I'm gonna turn to the taxi. Do you know someone who would be interested in buying a ship?
Probably you could get to Market Street. There'd probably be a buyer there.
Interesting. And where's Market Street? I guess on Market Street, I suppose, but where is that?
You'd have to take the bottle service.
The bottle service. They're
There's
going to bring me a.
There's a station outside.
No, okay.
What's the bottle service?
You know those bottles that drive around the city? Giant bottles. It's like the public transportation.
You know, like those Richard Scary stories that we all used to read as children.
Oh, right. That's what those things are called. Thanks,
Bottle
y'all.
service.
I was raised in the woods. So, breadsticks is that the other buyer off Market Street?
No, the buyer's going to meet us at Prism Square.
I'm going to turn to the Tabaxi again and just very, very softly. Do you know anyone that would want to buy a demon?
He's like, I mean, there are some shadier districts.
We have a demon.
And he takes out a piece of paper and he writes down the name Maddie Honorarium, Upper Market Street, and just kind of slides the paper your way.
Saul has like photographic memory, so I'm just going to look at it and then just eat it.
Yep.
And say,
and you didn't hear it from me.
He's
no, I didn't.
Saul is away from us, right? We don't catch this.
I'm assuming, yeah, this is happening surreptitiously.
Christopher has
the one
eagle
who-
eyes locked on.
Yeah, the one who has many names is trying to eat a plant in the corner.
When I asked about the ship, I did it very loudly. When I asked about the demon, it was not as loud.
What kind of plant is he eating?
Like one of the various rainforest trees.
Okay.
Yeah, they're trying to eat some leaves.
How's it going?
They're not getting discouraged.
So Eris is going to look around and say, we need to stick together until we can clear up this business with our identities and figure out why we wanted to clear our names if necessary, get to the bottom of things. After that, we can split up. For now, we are going to need money. So I say we sell the scepter, but we don't take the first offer. We really drive a hard bargain.
Breadsticks throws his little cat arms into the air. He's like, what do you mean no, except the first, that person's the one who hired you. No one else is going to take this thing. It's stolen merchandise.
You're not gonna haggle with the employer. Good.
Listen, Breadsticks, by the way, you can have your name back. I'm done with it.
Oh, thank you.
Breadsticks,
That would have
listen.
been really confusing.
I
You
don't
know,
see
for
why.
any of these other patrons of this restaurant who would know what's going on.
They shouldn't be listening to our conversation anyway. Listen, now I'm off track. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yes, you never take the first offer. I may be a soldier and not a businessman, but even I know that.
Breadsticks just sighs.
Well,
I trust him.
I have a question. How
Mhm.
much money? It seems like we could sell a few things. Would we get more money if we sold the demon or the scepter?
So the what?
Shit.
Different demon.
All right.
Yeah.
They
Wait,
go back to eating leaves.
We
are
also have the kaleidoscopes that we borrowed.
Yeah.
I have the really fancy one.
We could just pry the
Bejeweled.
gems off of that one and sell that. And then return it.
Then we
With
could buy
the gems.
our own ship.
I have a few kaleidoscopes. I think that gives money. I don't know if it'll give it again, but we can give it a go.
Oh man, guys, soon we're going to be sending breadsticks to a full ride bachelor program in journalism.
I don't want to go to school for journalism.
Oh,
Breadsticks, you have to go to journalism school.
yeah, sorry, breadsticks. I think
all
you
we
make
can
a great
afford.
beat reporter.
What
Gonna be
difference does
hard.
it make? A bachelor's degree is a bachelor's degree.
Gonna have to be a state university though.
Well,
Or
I
else they
imagine,
have to work a part-time job.
and there's probably also a lot of competition, especially in a city like Kaleidoscope City. I mean,
For journalism, get out of here.
You're gonna need to work in a restaurant for a few years to pay off the debts that you owe to us for paying for your school.
Listen, it's not going to be a hard journey, but you're following your passion about journalism.
I guess that makes sense.
This poor boy.
Well, I got us some very interesting leads that we could potentially use to sell the ship if we need to.
Oh, you're not selling my ship.
Well,
Not even for journalism school.
let's just say that we might sell a thing that can have other things inside of it.
We might sell a ship.
Like a
Hey.
purse?
Like a body ship, maybe.
What
That
are you
just sounds
talking
more like
about?
you're telling
has
my
a
ship.
passenger in it.
What are you talking about?
I want to sell the demon.
Oh,
Oh.
who wants to buy a demon?
All this
Don't
conversation
say
is-
it out loud.
While this is going on, the one who's older than names has moved on to like investigating like a pool of water with like little koi fish in it. And they're just like dipping their fingers in the water, trying to catch a koi fish. Thankfully, the koi fish are too fast for them to capture.
I think we should sell the demon. They'll be happier with a new family who can take them on all kinds of adventures and get them all kinds of special treats.
Plus, we would be freeing the prisoner halfling, who is someone I think we were mad at, but now I don't remember why, and I'm starting to feel guilty about hijacking his body for our purposes.
When you say the new family and taking them on adventures and all that, Peas, the tabaxi just goes, clearly indicating that that is not what will happen to this demon.
So we'll
Whatever
find this
helps us
demon.
sleep at night.
We'll find this
send-
demon a new home.
Yeah, we'll send
Yeah.
him to a farm in the country.
Yeah.
They can run around, pastures, other demons to play with.
An
That's a-
onion ring farm.
Oh, yeah.
It's lovely.
Oh,
I'd like that.
oh God.
Oh,
I'm gonna
no.
go. Saul runs and just throws up in the nearest thing, which is likely the koi pond.
Yes.
No.
Oh no.
oh,
The
it's poor
tabaxi
fish.
sighs and picks up a mop and just walks over.
Okay, everyone, we need to go.
That koi pond. This I've got to see.
He brings a bucket.
I love it. Let's sell this demon. But where are we going to sell the demon?
Market Street.
Ooh.
First of all, I think we should be very careful to not say "sell the demon" aloud anymore, where the demon, who could probably kill all of us, can hear it.
We need a code word.
Okay.
Let's say breadsticks.
Breadsticks. It's the
Breadsticks.
code word for selling the demon.
A nonsense word. Breadsticks.
Means
No.
nothing.
Oh,
I
just
have
a-
no
just a-
associations
What
with
Just
it.
a throwaway. Just a throwaway word.
I think I have some opinions about this.
Okay, hands in on 3. Sell breadsticks.
Sell
breadsticks.
breadsticks.
Okay, on 3.
Oh, like
One,
that.
two,
Are we
Two,
sa- are we
three.
saying
Wait,
breadsticks?
Sell, wait, on 3 or after 3?
After 3, so 1, 2, 3, then sell
Breadsticks, and then we
breadsticks.
count.
Yeah.
Sell
So I'll say
breadsticks.
on
Okay.
3, then we start counting, then we say
Okay.
breadsticks after 3.
Okay.
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 Sell breadsticks on 3.
No,
1, 2, 3.
3. Sell breadsticks.
Yeah, we got to that time.
All right, let's go.
Great plan. Come on, breadsticks. Oh.
Which one?
So, breadsticks, actual breadsticks, the cat, leads you out the door of the Good Looking Out and down the street. The one who is older than names travels behind, a very expired koi fish in their hands.
Oh.
You walk for a bit before climbing a set of stairs to an elevated platform. You see a series of gates, person-sized and protected by a glittering magical force field. Beyond the enchanted bubble, you see a giant bottle being guided into place by a series of mages in orange vests. The bottle uncorks and lets out a number of passengers. You realize it's time to use this city's public transportation, the bottle service. It feels vaguely familiar to you, but you can't quite remember the details. Breadsticks looks at all of you and asks, "So where are we going?"
Market
The
Street, I
black
assume.
market. We're going to the black market, CRISPR says very loudly.
Okay. So without thinking, Breadsticks just walks over to the force field, pulls out an iridescent card, taps it, and he's let through to the other side. The force field immediately reforms, and he turns around as if like to be like, "Well, aren't you coming?"
I start looking through my stuff for a green card.
No such card.
I like look at my bracelet and I like tap it against the thing. I'm like, maybe this like, okay.
Nope.
Is there like a machine around? Maybe we can.
Yeah. You see behind you, there are a row of little humming machines with gemstone buttons, and you can roll a d6 to use one of the machines.
Okay, I want to do that. 4.
Okay, this machine seems to be working. It reads, "Welcome to the Kaleidoscope City Free Public Transit, KCFPT. Please enter your proof of residence PIN."
1, 2, 3, 4.
This the machine gives a like waiting like it doesn't do anything. Like it's just like waiting for something else. Like you see 1, 2, 3, 4 on the screen as you type in via the quartz numeric pad, and like nothing happens.
5, 6.
The
Enter.
last number is changing from a 4 to a 5 to a 6.
Oh, I see. All right. So I go back to 4, and then I hit. Is there an enter key?
There is a ruby, an emerald, a sapphire, a topaz. The quartz all have numbers projected from below to the surface, and then there's an amethyst.
I need help.
CRISPR is going to cast Haywire,
Mhm.
which affects all electronic devices within a 10-foot radius.
Mhm.
And it just causes them to stop working, which I assume also means that the force field is no longer being enforced.
No, that still works.
Do
Damn
the
it,
machines
man.
stop working now?
The machines all stop working.
Foley turns around and says, what are y'all doing?
Is there an attendant or a booth?
There is an attendant and a booth.
Okay, I want to walk over to the booth and the attendant and say, machines aren't working and I need a new bottle service card.
There's a very bored looking half elf with curly hair pulled back. She eyes you through her glasses all the way at the end of her nose, and she says, "What do you mean they're not working? They were working a second ago."
What do you think I mean by they are not working? They are not functional. They are haywire.
And she like gets out of her booth and she walks over. She looks at the machines. Yep. Yeah, no, you're right. These are all not working. She like looks at them very like haphazardly and like doesn't really like investigate heavily. Yeah, these are certainly broken.
Yes, I'm glad we're in agreement.
Yeah, no, I guess I'll get somebody down to fix these, and I guess you'll have to walk to the next station.
Are you? No, we're not doing that. Just let us in. Please.
Peas would like to use intimidation.
Okay, roll
on
for it.
this.
Roll d20. Make an intimidation check.
I got 12.
This is a person who has dealt with a lot of angry people in her day-to-day. So a 12 is not going to cut it.
So above the table, the
Mhm.
way Haywire works is at the start of each turn, I have to roll a d6, and
Mhm.
it tells me how the devices will act.
Mhm.
How would I handle that when we are not like in combat?
What do you mean?
So like it's at the start of each turn. I have to roll a d6. However, we're not really doing turns right now. We're just like hanging
Well, we can
out.
just say that they're busted. Like
Okay.
that you broke them and they're busted. Yeah.
Oh.
Foley's looking around and he understands now what's happening.
Mhm.
He looks over at the booth. Is the booth accessible?
Yeah. She's occupied with y'all right now.
Okay, Foley's going to attempt to go into the booth to look around for some way to gain access to bottle service.
Roll stealth with advantage.
That is 5 plus 7, 12 total.
All right, that'll do it. So she's very preoccupied right now, arguing with Eris over like the fact that she can't just let people into the bottle service. And while you do that, or while she's like arguing, you sneak into the kiosk she's in, and you see just like a bunch of like what seem to be like one-off single ride tickets, like a whole stack, like a fat stack of them.
Oh, sweet. Foley grabs as many as he can, very as quickly as he can, and stuffs them into his clothing, or into his bag.
Right, you get. Hold on, I'm gonna roll for how many you get. 55.
55
single rides.
Hell yeah. Foley like bolts out and runs over to the gate, the shield, and just yells over, "Hey, what are y'all waiting for?" And then kind of waves a few of them in his hands.
CRISPR is going to break concentration, which stops Haywire from being in effect. So all of the machines start working again.
The transit lady looks over at the machines and looks back at Eris and is like, "See?
Your job is to help me, and you've been no help. You're bad at your job." You're bad at your job.
She is unfazed and unhurt by your words.
Bad at your
That's
job.
power. Damn.
Aris kind of slinks away. He knows when he's been out intimidated.
Maneuvered.
He's lost. He knows it. He's like, I told her.
So we just all go into the bottle now.
She knows the score now.
CRISPR pats Aris's arm extraordinarily condescendingly. Yeah, buddy, you did it.
Yeah, you feel that? That's Goliath mountain, Goliath strength. I could break this body in half over my knee. You're lucky I don't.
CRISPR's already walked away.
You're all lucky I don't. You're all lucky I don't kill you.
All of the other people in the bottle start leaving as quickly as possible.
So on the other side of the force field, like Breadsticks is gesturing like, come on, as another bottle has settled and uncorked. This one, a perfume bottle with like a golden cap.
Ooh.
So is
Please
Foley
floats
giving
in.
us cards, or is Foley
Yeah.
swiping us in?
Foley's handing one card to everyone.
One card.
Just a single card.
Do we see the big fat stack, or they're in his bag?
I just threw it in my bag.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm just giving whatever's in my hand.
We're all lined up like kids going on a field trip,
Yeah.
waiting for our little lunch bag.
And Foley feels very proud of himself. He's just like, I'm of value in
It's
his
like
head.
taking communion. Like,
We all go up with our mouths open. Fully places the card in. We just
yeah,
sit down and
We're
hold
all-
it with our mouth.
we're all canonically Catholic. No,
we
we're
are
not.
villains.
Well,
Yeah. Damn.
Spicy
Damn God.
switch.
So you all get through the force field. The moment you tap the single-use ticket, it disappears, like just disintegrates in your hand, but the force field lifts and you can go right through.
It disintegrates in our mouth.
If that's how you choose to hold it, then yes.
I mean, we were all baby birding it, right? So.
Yeah.
Oh, I certainly did not put that in my mouth.
yeah, I thought that was a joke.
I don't know how else I would hold it.
CRISPR and Keys are like, what?
Yeah.
What are we
Mr.
going
and
to
Peace
talk about?
put it
The one who is older than the names also was holding it in their mouth because that seems to be,
They're
they're
a
like,
team
this
player."
is food.
While this has been happening, I just wanted to do this real quick. I'm gonna use magical tinkering on the little fish that the demon is holding, and I'm gonna have it every. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna It's gonna give out a recorded message on repeat, and it's just gonna say, I'm gonna in my best like fish voice, like I love you.
The demon is just tickled by this.
Yeah.
And they're just like, every time it says it, they're like,
Oh.
they have no idea.
Aw.
We can't sell this demon, guys.
I
Above the
know.
table, we cannot sell this demon.
Keys is looking around at everybody like,
This demon is the fan favorite character. We will lose every audience member we have if we get rid of this demon.
We'll see how
I
it
guess
goes.
we'll find out.
Guess we'll find out.
So bottle lands, uncorks. Breadsticks is like, come on, hurry up.
Yeah, I get on. So are we like magically sucked in through a bottleneck, or is it big enough for us to just fit in?
It's big enough for everyone to just fit in. They're like
Okay.
giant bottles.
Okay, like it opens on the side, or we go.
It's on the side. Yeah.
Okay.
So y'all,
Foley goes in as well.
yeah.
I'm gonna assume y'all hop in, unless anyone wants to be ornery.
And I'm
Floats
taking a
in.
seat.
Well,
So you all hop in, and the ball takes flight. And you overhear echoing through the bottle, "This is the maze conductor. This bottle is going to this press from here to the bing bong." This is hard to decipher, and the message does not repeat.
It's okay. It's just let's wait for something that sounds like Market Street, because I think this is the one that's going to Market Street, right? Breadsticks.
Yes, it goes to Market Street.
Okay. Do you know which stop it is? Breadsticks.
Breadsticks just shoots you like a withering stare.
I'm going to assume that means no, so I will have to take charge.
So the bottle lands at a station with an iridescent mosaic sign reading Rich District. It uncorks and a bunch of people get out. What do you do?
He starts like eyes get wider and wider at the sight of Rich District.
No, Rich. W-R-I-T, but maybe P sees Rich.
Oh yeah.
Only P sees Rich.
I also heard Rich.
I heard Rit.
Yeah, it's Rit.
Oh.
With a W?
P just screams, "Rich! Rich!" and then is corrected and instantly like stops glowing so brightly.
Oh.
Probably not this stop.
No, it's not.
Okay, well, why didn't you? All right.
Why did I what?
Why didn't you just tell us it's not stop? We're baffled here. We're strangers
Do
here.
you see me leaving?
How dare you ask me? How dare you ask me? What do you call those questions? Rhetorical? How dare you ask me one of those questions? Is rhetorical.
Breadsticks shakes his head as the bottle is restoppered and takes off again.
Restoppered.
I want to again say that I could easily kill you, and I choose not to.
He looks at Breadsticks and says, "You're so tense, man. You really should have eaten breakfast. This is not a good way to start your day." And a single tater tot just kind of like floats out of the Pease's orb kind of area and like is poking Breadsticks in the mouth. And Pease is like, "Have a little something. You're unpleasant when you're hungry."
Breadsticks just like smacks the tater tot out of the air.
Breadsticks, you're hangry. You're hangry, Breadsticks.
Breadsticks, there was a continental breakfast this morning. So much food.
And he thinks he's responsible enough to own a ship.
He thinks he's responsible enough to, he thinks he's responsible enough to be a journalist. You don't get into journalism school like this, buddy.
Boy.
Ding, ding. The bottle stops at Market Street.
This is our stop.
Is this the Market Street we want?
Without a word, Breadsticks just gets up and leaves the bottle.
I believe this is our stop.
Must be it.
I'm going to take charge and lead us out of this bottle.
All right. I
I
follow.
follow Eris.
Yeah.
For someone, considering we have the scepter, you'd think that he would want us around a little bit more than he does.
I agree.
Teens.
We should get him some food or something. He's very unpleasant when he's hungry and angry. Hangry. I just made that word up. It's like a combination of hungry and angry. It's hangry.
Well, it's pretty clever.
Thank you, Foley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a portmanteau.
What's that?
It's a portmanteau.
This is Market Street. Port what?
When you smush two words together, it's called a portmanteau.
It comes
Toe?
from French.
Oh. I don't know. I was raised in the woods.
Explains a lot. Thank you.
You're falling behind.
Oh! Just run up. Just catch up with Breadsticks.
All right, now remember, everyone, Sora said the person we're gonna go see is named. I wrote it down. I don't have a photographic memory. Matty Honorarium.
Yes.
You exit the station and you end up on a winding street lined with multicolored paving stones. The avenue opens up into vivid booths lining either side, continuing on for a ways. There are vendors peddling popular Kaleidoscope City street foods like Prism Pops, which are a rainbow of spun sugar shaped into whatever you wish. Also Mobius strips, fried Mobius strips of dough dipped in sprinkles. There are also vendors of various wares, fireworks that are like of various shapes and colors. Some make different kinds of sounds go off over one particular vendor. Another one has different kinds of fantastical kites, all kinds of different things depending on where you look. The one who is older than the names catches sight of the street foods and points with their finger, but also like their entire body, still getting used to motor control and the concept of too much. We must do that. You promised me all kinds of things like that.
We need money first. So we go to the thing, we sell breadsticks, and then we can buy you as many snacks as you want.
Why are we selling breadsticks?
To get money.
For money to buy you
Don't
things.
confuse the breadsticks we're going to sell.
He slowly floats backwards.
No, they need to sell
breadsticks.
breadsticks.
Breadsticks. If we were to sell this scepter, where would we go?
Breadsticks looks at you. Do you mean the scepter or the... And then he like looks over at the one who's older than names.
Look, breadsticks, if we were going to sell breadsticks, we know where to go. We're looking to sell a scepter first.
That's not here.
Christopher has no idea what's happening.
Oh, that's Prism Square.
Yeah.
Is that near here?
No.
Oh, well, then I guess we'll just have to sell your ship while we're here.
No!
I'm going to turn around and just head off to the first person I see selling something. Would you like to buy a ship?
So you see a lanky bipedal bug person in a leather jacket with a name tag that reads Tam. They look at you and they like seem intrigued. From what you can tell, they have large compound eyeballs and like mandibles, but they cock their head like they're interested.
You'd be interested in buying a ship.
They make a series of clicking noises that seems to indicate interest.
I do have to say it is manual.
They make more of a disinterested sound.
Well, how much would you be willing to give us for this ship? Sight unseen.
They make a buzzing noise that indicates that they need more information.
What else could you possibly want to know? It's a ship, it's for sale. The keys are on that cat right there.
They make a whistling sound as if to say, like, well, mileage for one.
That's the mileage whistle.
Breadsticks. What's the mileage on the ship?
Keys whispers, you don't have to give the correct number. Lowball it.
Breadsticks walks up. Looks from Saul to the bug person. Back to Saul, back to the bug person. Feels very conflicted internally about what to do. And
Breadsticks, you don't even know how to drive or fly the ship.
He says, is that?
Our first roll of the night.
He says, $50. That 100.
There, you heard it. 25,000 kilometers. Perfect. Great. What can we go for here?
Bug makes another noises to be like, how do I know it's not stolen?
Okay, you know what, Bug? You're asking too many questions. Goodbye.
Whoa, the bug like makes a gesture of like, whoa, whoa,
No,
whoa, whoa,
no,
whoa,
no, no.
whoa.
He just floats over, suddenly wearing a red, like, used car salesman tie. And he's like, listen, buddy, to the bug. This baby can fit so many larva pellets in it. Whatever you want to eat. Pancakes, thousands of pancakes could fit in this spacecraft. You've never even lived until you've driven a used spacecraft owned by a tiny teenage cat that doesn't even know how to drive it.
Christopher leans over to Foley and goes, are the larva pellets their child's, their children's, or their food?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's unclear. Also, I've been staring at a kite for a few minutes now. What's going on?
It's enchanting, isn't it? The way that it just gets lifted by the wind. It seems so free up there, doesn't it?
I want to fly. That's a dream. I always have the same dream.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, that would be cool. We continue looking at the kite.
Yeah.
Look, 100,000 gold or we're just walking away. And you don't have a ship.
Makes a whistling noise to indicate that that's not the currency here.
Well, Mr. Bug, why don't you go ahead and tell us what currency you'd like to be paid?
Whoa. Assuming the gender of the bug, firstly.
Hello, I'm a villain. The only gender I care about is how much fucking money you're going to give me for this ship.
Yeah.
The bug looks at you. It's like, you drive a hard bargain.
Wait, what? He says it?
Like they say it in the bug language. You all just understand the bug language.
But what does that
Like
sound
Han
like
and
to
Chewbacca.
us?
It's like
Okay.
It's like Han Solo
or
and
something.
Chewbacca, or C-3PO and R2-D2.
Yeah. So they reach into from underneath their table and they pull out a suitcase, and then from under that suitcase it's like they're rifling through their belongings.
What's in the suitcase?
Well, they turn around the suitcase and they open it, and it's a bunch of pamphlets that they've made with various titles. One is labeled Good Shit. One is labeled Fastest Ways. There's one that says Secrets. Ooh. One says hidey holes, and one says public bathrooms.
This seems like an interesting trade.
I want one of each.
I'm gonna pick up one of the pamphlets and read it.
Which one do you pick up?
The Secrets.
You open this pamphlet to see a map drawn in scrawling handwriting, but it clearly depicts the city. There are several locations marked with question marks, and next to each one, a notation. One question mark next to the Kaleidoscope City Book Library just reads, "What do they know?" Another question mark next to the home of someone named Nominee de Plume. The annotation reads, "Home of Nominee de Plume. De Plume has been reclusive in recent years, hardly goes outside. Coincidence?" Another question mark next to a building on the outskirts of town. The annotation reads, "Danger. Home of the Coterie. Where have they gone?" another question mark next to an old drainage pipe. The annotation reads, some passerby have reported the sound of voices emanating from this pipe. Another question mark next to Unicorn Palace Dim Sum. The annotation reads, some visitors to this Chinatown eatery have noticed a distinct vibration emitting from a table in the back corner.
Look above the table commentary for everybody else. If you'll remember, the coterie is us.
Oh, that's also, Dennis, you're a little bit soft somehow.
Just as a person.
Yeah.
Done that before.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll try to fix it.
Cool.
Can we
So
take
we
one of
need this
each pamphlet?
Yeah.
You sell these pamphlets, or are we just here? Can we take them?
Tam points to there's a little sign that they have set up that says, ask me about my tour pamphlets, with like a terribly drawn smiley face.
We're doing that right now.
Like, but it seems to indicate that yes, they sell these pamphlets.
Okay. How much for one pamphlet?
They they contemplate, and then they say,
You have to think about the prices of your pamphlets that you sell?
100 Kaleidos coins, but in both
100.
language.
Oh, interesting.
Each?
Oh,
How many Kaleidos coins are we getting for the ship? Our ship.
Well, now we know what their money that they're using here is. I'm going to say 10 million.
quick question. How far is Breadsticks from us?
Breadsticks is next to all of you, just like seeing this happen, and is like, no, please stop.
I go over to Breadsticks and I say, Breadsticks, can you go ask those folks over there who are selling the kites how much they're selling their kites for?
What?
Just go. This is important.
Okay. And Breadsticks runs over to the kites.
And I turn around to everyone else and I'm like, guys, I still have some gold coins from the Kaleidoscope Museum. I have 230 coins.
I just tried to ask for gold and got shot down.
Yeah, Jenny, what is the conversion rate between gold and Kaleidos coins?
You'll have to exchange them, but you do see a booth that advertises exchanges.
Yeah, but is it like how many gold pieces per Kaleidos coin? Like, I'm sure it's a money market. It changes every day.
You won't know until you go to the exchange
Okay.
booth.
I Foley clocks the exchange booth and walks over to it.
So you approach a booth labeled Currency Exchange plus Pawn. It's being staffed by a tiefling. She's bubblegum pink with an ample figure and a cute yellow sundress.
Hey.
Yes. Can I help you?
Yeah, I was just trying to exchange some gold coin or some Kaleidoscope coins for gold coins.
Yes, I can help with that. We do
Great.
also exchange. We do item exchanges as well, in case that's something you're interested in.
Exchanges?
Like trades, pawns, things like that.
Oh. Cool. Let's start with maybe what's the exchange rate for say 200 gold coins?
So
Or I mean Kaleidoscope coins for gold coins.
So
Wait,
right now,
We want Kaleidoscope coins.
yeah,
Sorry.
kaleidoscope.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, gold coins to Kaleidoscope coins.
So she turns to a screen behind her, and we're going to decide the exchange rate now. For every Kaleidos coin, it is 4 gold coins.
4 gold coins. So how much is how much is that? How many Kaleidoscope coins for gold coins? Or how many? Do you know what I'm trying to do?
Yeah. So
So we
you
would
have
get-
230 gold coins, right?
Yeah.
So you have 57 Kaleidos coins plus 57.5 kaleidoscoins, basically.
Okay.
Quick question. I know you handle money conversions, but if you were to convert a ship into money, how much money would that ship be worth, do you think?
That would depend on the variety of ship, how old the ship is. If you have the deed of purchase, it would depend on a lot of things.
Imagine the kind of ship you would buy for like an irresponsible teenager as their first one that they'll probably crash.
How wealthy is this teenager?
Or broke.
Hey, down on their luck.
Useless.
Yeah, it seems like a real jerk.
Let's see.
Oh,
I would say you could probably get maybe something in the ballpark of like 5,000 kaleidoscoins.
What?
Okay. So 20,000 gold, that's not too bad, I don't think. Okay.
More than 57.5 kaleidoscope coins.
I'm gonna just march back over to the bug guy and be like, 5,000 kaleidoscope coins, or we walk away again.
Can you hear me better now?
The bug looks at
No.
their pamphlets and says, what if I gave you these pamphlets and 1,500 kaleidoscoins?
and what does that sound like?
3,000 kaleidoscope coins, and the pamphlets, and the suitcase.
The suitcase, the pamphlets, and 1,800 kaleidoscoins.
$2,000 coins, the pamphlets, the suitcase, and you buy us lunch at the food court.
Agreed.
Oh, interesting. Okay, well, one ship is yours. I don't know where it is, but we've already agreed to this deal. You'll have to ask that to Baxi.
Can you hear me now? Is this better?
We can hear
Yes,
a lot
we
of
can.
white noise.
Okay.
At least I can. I don't know if everyone else
Me
can.
too.
Yeah.
Jenny, what does a kaleidoscoin look like?
A kaleidoscoin looks like, yes, this is perfect. Thank you. A kaleidoscoin looks like a small silver coin with a window cut out of the middle. And in
Nice.
that middle, there's like a piece of material that is like holographic and iridescent. that
What
you can
shape is
kinda
the
see
window?
through. The window is a square.
Okay.
Sorry to
That's a great coin.
keep being that guy, but how do I sound now?
You sound great.
Beautiful.
You sound
Perfect.
great.
Great.
You're never that guy.
Aw.
You're that guy that sounds wonderful.
Hey now, that's sweet.
So you get
Speaking of sweet, are we really selling this ship out
Oh, it
under
just
this
happened.
little teen boy?
It
Oh,
just happened.
It
Tam
happened.
hands a giant sack of kaleidoscoins, 2,000, over to Saul and pushes the suitcase forward. It's a Samsonite briefcase.
I was
Look.
way off.
I'm sure that fan was like on a bunch of like APBs or something. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
We had to get rid of it.
Look,
we have to buy him a new one at some point.
Well, he's gonna get free lunch right now.
yeah,
And he's
We have-
fictional.
we have to get our stuff done. We
The
can't
rest-
just sit around all day and wait for money to appear out of nowhere. I know we don't want to be the villains that everyone knows us to be, but you know, we might as well lean into it a little bit so that later on when we're better and nicer, it's a better character arc.
Red Sticks comes back and he's like, I saw you looking at the kites fully, so I managed to find my loose change and I got you one.
Oh.
We sold your car.
But you get free lunch. Anything you want, little guy.
I just want top line. We sold your car. Like, if you're gonna go to J school, you should know these sorts of terms. Headline: We sold your car.
And go ahead and keep that kite.
Breadsticks, will you come with me to the currency exchange booth and make sure I'm not getting ripped off? Please? You can ride around on my shoulders and pretend you're my child. We just made a bunch of money, so I'm in a good mood. I can get you a Dobius strip.
Breadsticks nods slowly and sadly and hungrily.
I like one-handed grab him by the scruff of the neck and put him on my shoulders. And then I go to the currency exchange booth and I want to exchange 12 of my gold for Kaleidos coins.
Christopher feels
Which should be like
weird,
3 Kaleidos coins, right?
Yep.
Christopher feels a weird stirring in their heart. And we would know that this is guilt, but they think it may be indigestion or something. They just know that they don't feel great right now. And they don't want to think about it. So
Christopher.
they continue looking at the kite.
Christopher,
Yeah.
do you have any heroes?
I met this really big pill bug once, and he did this thing where he rolled up into, and then he knocked down a bunch of people.
So that is your personal hero.
He also gave me soup once.
Okay. Well, do you think that pill bug was always like that?
No, I think he was a smaller pill bug at one point.
Okay. So that smaller pill bug grew up to be a hero to you.
Yeah.
They
Real big pill bug.
probably went through some sort of adversity that made them stronger and harder.
The carapace
about-
really was extraordinary.
Exactly. So think about what we're doing for Breadsticks right now. One day Breadsticks
Oh.
might grow up to be a great person because of all of the hardship we are putting Breadsticks through right now.
So we are making breadsticks into a pill bug that gives teenagers soup.
Essentially, yes.
That makes perfect sense.
You can't become a hero without adversity.
That's, Sol, you're really wise.
Breadsticks will thank us for this. Don't worry, it won't be today. Today he's very upset. Eventually, Breadsticks will thank us for this. Would you like to blow
Christopher
on Derek
feels a
for a
little
little
bit
bit? Will
better.
that make you feel better?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Derek, go do your thing.
What noise do Kaleidoscope say? Like,
Or something.
Kazoos?
Kaleidoscopes don't make noise. You're absolutely right. Thank you.
Yeah, well, no, Derek is a kazoo.
Yep. Yeah, Christopher feels all the way better. They're conscious. I feel awful. Christopher's fine though.
It's all that matters right now. So where is everyone at the moment? Are we still selling breadsticks?
Well, I want to know how much a Dobia strip costs. I'm at the Dobia strip stand.
So you approach the Dobia strip stand and you find a fair-skinned dwarven woman with truly excellent hair. Close shaven at the sides, all pushed to one side. It's got like a multicolored streak in it. It's got the works. She drums her fingers on the counter, just subconsciously and she's peddling both the Prism Pops and Dobia strips. Hello, a customer. How can I help you?
How much for a Dobia strip for my natural born son and heir?
That will be 1 Kaleidos coin.
A normal question.
Let me have 1 Dobia strip, please. And here, here, 1 Dobia strip, pretty please. And peace to you. He's like nodding to Crisper, like, I get it. Yeah, we're communicating.
Crisper looks so bummed.
Sure thing. And she ducks behind like the fryer. She like uses the little squirty bottle, makes a Mobius strip out of dough. It's super complicated. Don't ask me how she does it. And then she puts some on a stick and dips it into some rainbow sprinkles and edible glitter, and then hands it over.
Thank you. Here you go, son of mine.
Crisper is going to go up to the lady, and Crisper is having a little bit of trouble because this lady looks so cool. But Crisper is going to be like, "Hi, this is also my natural father, and I too would like him to buy me a dough, please. Daddy," they say, looking up, all the way up.
Yes, and this son of mine is the son that they don't really like as much, and so I don't want to buy him a Dobia strip, but he's certainly old enough to buy himself a Dobia strip.
But Father, you said you would take me on a day trip after being so distant for my whole childhood. You said you were making up for being an absentee father by taking me out today.
Yes, and I have been doing that with you, taking you out, and this is how I'm making it up to you. And I want to make sure that, you know what, I'm not buying you a thing, you buy it yourself. You're spoiled. Your mother spoiled you.
The Dwarven woman
Your mother spoiled you.
is very upset by this series of events. At this
While
moment, Breadsticks is like, I'm gonna leave. So
No,
Breadsticks-
stay up here on my shoulders. Stay on my shoulders, don't climb down.
I'm casting Minor Illusion, and then to make it look like there are just tears just silently
Well,
pouring
firstly-
down my cheeks.
How is everyone disguised right now?
Oh, good question.
Oh,
I think that will come into play for.
Am I still the dog? Is P still the dog?
Are you still the
Oh
dog?
my god.
Yes.
Foley is still not disguised. Yeah, counting on stuff.
Eris is dressed like what he thinks a Kaleidoscope City businessman is dressed like. So he's got like an ill-fitting suit, and the blazer's like pulled over his shield. So he's got like a big turtle shell sort of shape silhouette, a little tiny, way too small derby hat like Mr. Mixer's Pitlick, the Superman villain, and a like jet black Groucho mustache. That's just shoe polish.
Crisper looks like a cool scene kid with a skateboard and Heelys and roller skates around their neck.
Okay. Not gonna press you all on where you got your disguises because I'm being benevolent. Oh, and
Yeah.
Saul, how are you disguised?
Saul is not disguised.
Great.
I can
Bold
be
choice.
I can be not disguised as well. I just thought that was a very funny
Bold-
image.
bold choice.
But our disguises are a teenager looks like a slightly cooler teenager. A big guy wears a suit that doesn't work on him.
Mhm.
We have two dudes totally not disguised. And then, if I'm remembering correctly, Peas, you are a glowing light that has glued some dog hair that you seduced out of a dog in last session.
Seduced.
So,
Mhm.
we're doing
Good
great.
memory.
We're super discreet.
Peace.
Great. Yeah. So I just
Great.
look like a cool teen crying over some bread.
Do you see what I have to deal with at home? Like, Eris is really getting into this. Like, now he's like,
So is CRISPR.
He's
Do you
really
see
getting
what
into
I-
character.
Do you see what I never got to deal with at home because he was never there?
Red Six is just like shoving the Nobia strip into his mouth because he's like, any moment now, these guys are gonna fuck something up for me, and I'm not gonna be able to eat this food. So I just need to like eat it while I can.
Oh.
While this is happening, can Peas try to sneak in and steal the squirt bottle full of dough batter?
Yeah, roll for stealth.
16. 7 plus 9.
You succeed. While the dwarven lady, her name is Trista Silverman, is watching this happen, she's just like so captivated by the drama of it all. Like you just like we see like the little like we just see like the wings of Peas move across the bottom, and then we just see them coming back with like the squirt bottle of dough.
This baby is a suitcase of pamphlets in itself. Feel like we all won today.
I love suitcase of pamphlets as our like holy grail. I'm writing that down.
Breadsticks. Hold out your paws.
Red Six.
Come on.
Oh no.
I squirt a little bit of the batter in his paw. And then I wink at him and I say, keep it up. And then I slowly float backwards.
Why did you give me something wet?
Already gone.
Oh, what is the demon doing right now?
So the demon was fascinated, was sitting and was like hanging out with dead koi fish. Then they were listening in on the deal for the ship, but they got really bored. So they've since wandered off and you don't know where they went.
Y'all, has anyone seen Breadsticks?
Right here.
No.
No.
He's
Breadsticks
like trying
2,
to
breadsticks
wipe off
1.
the
Breadsticks
batter off his
1.
hand. I'm breadstick. Why am I not breadsticks 1?
They're not here. Where'd they go?
Maybe let's see if we can hear the fish. Maybe we can hear the fish. Maybe we can follow that.
Yes.
We all listen for the fish.
Okay, everyone roll perception.
Oh, balls.
Ooh, 9.
5.
Uh,
Got a critical failure.
15 plus 1. 16.
Okay, so Saul starts going in the opposite direction.
I follow Saul.
But Foley and CRISPR, you kind of feel like you hear the magic fish, the bewitched fish, off in like down one alley.
Oh, they're this way.
Psst, guys! Psst. CRISPR shouts.
She shouts, "Psst, guys."
Yeah,
Foley turns around to everyone else and is like,
that's what they do.
yeah, guys. Shh, shh.
I look up at Breadsticks, who's on my shoulders, and I say, "That's called a stage whisper, son of mine." And he turns around and goes to follow Foley.
Peas looks from this way to that way and just decides to remain in the middle until somebody shouts again. Conserving energy.
Saul got a crit fail though, so
I'm off.
is he? Yeah. CRISPR's gonna cast Mage Hand to tap Saul on the shoulder, and give a little.
I know where
This
I'm
way,
going.
wave.
I know where I'm going. Not now,
CRISPR
Derek.
uses
Not
Mage
now.
Hand.
Foley,
Mage Hand slapped him a little bit.
Oh,
Gentle
Derek,
little
you and I are
spot.
going to have words later.
Foley turns around towards the alley and just starts following the lead.
All right.
Christopher is anxious about splitting the party and goes after Saul.
So is the party split, or do we have?
Party is now split, yeah.
Beautiful, love it. My favorite thing in the world. So who goes with Foley down the alley? Just
I
raise
do.
your hand.
Christopher. Oh, no,
Okay.
sorry, not Foley.
Okay, and then who goes with Saul?
Oh.
Christopher. Yeah.
Okay.
Raising your hand for one thing or the other is surprisingly difficult.
Beautiful. Okay, so that means Breadsticks also goes with Foley because he is stuck on Eris's shoulders. We love it. So, all right.
He's kind of
Foley.
pinned between the back of my skull and my shield.
Perfect. So he's just like holding on for dear life as you like run after Foley. Like his fur is like frizzing out and he's like digging into your skull a little bit with his little cat claws.
Yeah, my flesh is like a rock, so that does not bother me.
So as you run through the alley, you hear like muffled voices off in the distance. You hear the voice of the demon, and they seem to be talking to someone. You arrive at not a dead end, but like the end of this alley, but there are other buildings if you turn and you can keep going. So do you continue to follow, or?
Yeah, we continue to follow.
Okay, roll perception. Or make a, I guess it could also be a nature check if you prefer.
Oh gosh. I rolled perception, 18 plus 1, so 19.
Or nature check?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd rather roll perception, so I'm gonna roll perception.
Okay.
17.
All right. You both hear it. You both hear the echoes of the demon, and you hear the demons like saying, like it sounds like they're talking to someone who is approaching them in a friendly way. The demon is like, "Oh, I have never had that before. That looks fascinating and delicious."
I'm gonna pull out my halberd.
So you
Quickly
run.
Googling what a halberd is.
It's like a fancy spear.
Isn't this like the third time you've Googled what a halberd is?
Well, before it was a glaive, which is also a fancy spear.
Glaive!
Just call them fancy spears, y'all.
I love
Seek
a,
out
I love a fancy spear.
spear.
I love a fancy spear.
So you run down the back alley with your fancy spear in time to see the demon be dragged through a fence, like not like through a fence, but like through an opening in a fence. It's like a chain link fence by some people in cloaks.
Oh, Eris, they got Breadsticks 1.
I'm gonna take Breadsticks 2 off my shoulders, and I'm gonna go fastball special, and I'm gonna throw Breadsticks as hard as I can at the closest roped figure.
Okay, make an athletics check, or maybe dex. Make a dex check.
Dex? You sure not athletics?
All right, make athletics. Sure.
Make an insight check.
18.
Good lord.
Makes sense. Athletics for throwing, and then the dex is.
And then Dex is for aim. I can do that.
Yeah,
that sounds
that
fair.
makes sense. Yeah. that
So
sounds fair.
18 athletics and 10 Dex.
Well, you just get it.
That's my boy.
So Breadsticks, not expecting this at all. Wasn't expecting to be involved in like a chase through back alleyways either, frankly. Suddenly, pry it off your head, hurled forward, just yowling and screaming and hissing through the air like a furry torpedo toward these guys in cloaks who are dragging the demon back through this chain link fence, and he collides right with one and knocks him to the ground, and the other person in the cloak is like, shit, and they grab the demon and they pull them through the link, trying to pull them through the chain link fence faster, but this other guy has been knocked to the ground. I think we'll cut there and go to Saul wandering the wrong direction with Peas and CRISPR.
So CRISPR is doubled over and dry heaving because they don't run. They also have like, oh no, they have a +2 to Constitution. Okay, so they're not dry heaving, but they are having a little trouble. They're catching their breath, and then they're gonna start lanking towards Saul again. Saul! Saul! Saul!
What? Yeah,
Saul!
what? I'm looking for
Saul!
breadsticks.
Saul!
I'm looking for breadsticks.
Saul, I think breadsticks isn't that way. I know,
Why would
because everyone else went the other way.
Oh, so if everyone else decided to jump off a bridge, would you do the same thing?
I mean, I heard breadsticks in the other way, so I'm using data from my ears.
Who created the magical tinkering that gave that little koi fish a voice that says, I love you?
I mean, you,
I
but...
did.
At any point, do they hear faintly in the distance, fastball special?
They think they do, I'm not sure.
Did you hear that?
Look, they're clearly just messing around playing a baseball game of some sort, so clearly they haven't found breadsticks. I think we're on the right trail.
And we should be having our own misadventures. We're
Yeah, I
owed
mean-
our B plot.
Yeah,
Let's see
you've
what kind of-
gaslit
let's see
CRISPR
what we can
into...
drum up.
Yeah, CRISPR has been successfully gaslit into rethinking what they heard. And they'll go, yeah, I mean, I guess you did invent it. And they are playing baseball.
So you've now entered a district called the Bobble Trees.
Yes. Okay, good.
There are all these trees fixed with magical looking baubles of all shapes and sizes, each glowing softly. It borders Market Street. It's a heavily residential district with small apartment buildings and quaint restaurants lining the streets.
Now,
Seems very, very quaint, very, very chill.
if you were a demon possessing a body of a bodyguard, and you were feeling incredibly hedonistic, you had never experienced all of these things, I mean, what would you do first? You'd probably eat?
Yeah.
A nice Italian place.
A good Italian? That's a great idea.
Bottle of wine.
You know,
Garlic
my
bread.
father
I'm gonna look
didn't
for the
buy
best
me
Italian
dough.
place.
Yeah, my father didn't buy me dough, so I'm actually quite hungry and in need of a parental figure to buy me carbohydrates, please.
Well, then let's check out the nearest best Italian restaurant. Let's see
That
some
sounds-
scenes at an Italian restaurant.
That sounds healing to my emotional trauma from my neglectful childhood being reignited by heiresses neglect.
So you
Yeah.
spot a nearby Italian place. It's called Spaghetti About It.
Yes!
Yes.
Oh, a classic pun. Mwah. Oh, it's got to be the amazing Italian if it's a pun.
I
name.
bet they make their own pasta.
Did you have that in your back pocket, Jenny?
I don't know. It was just living in my head rent free.
Amazing.
So it's probably from something, but I'm like, it's there. We're going to use it.
Amazing.
Also, this means that Italians exist, but like,
Well, we know the French exist from earlier.
that's, so Europe is here somewhere.
Yeah, Europe's here.
Catholicism, Europe.
What do you think Nova Rev is?
Yeah.
We're good Catholics.
I just can't imagine they made it this far. Let's see if he's in Spaghetti About It.
Yeah, so we
The
go
table for
in.
three?
Yeah.
So you
I can't
enter,
hold up fingers, but
So you enter Spaghetti About It, There is a fawn in a red scarf waiting. Is your maitre d'? Well, I'm gonna roll for how good this restaurant is, and I'm not gonna tell you how it is. Okay. So he says to you, "Hello. How many are in your party this evening?"
3, please.
We're hoping for 4.
All right, come with me. And he shows you to a booth. He seats each of you, puts free
Well,
bread on the table.
We squeak into the booth.
Thank goodness
have
this
you
is
had
a
any-
dog-friendly place.
Yes. Thank you for seating our dog with us.
Our floating dog.
Have you had any weird customers in the past 10 minutes or so?
Other than us.
Oh, I'm not allowed to have opinions about the customer, sir.
Oh, would a kaleidoscope coin change your mind?
Kaleidoscoin.
Oh,
A kaleidoscope coin?
I can't be bought, sir.
Would 2 kaleidoscopes change your mind?
We have a universal basic income here, sir. You can't buy my opinions.
Oh, then maybe you would like a pamphlet of secrets?
No, we have a limited number of those.
I don't know if we do. This
Christopher
suitcase
is
is
like-
very full.
Christopher's like trying to increase its market value by being like, oh, but they're so rare. We have so few of them. I
Yes,
don't
these are
know
very
if we should just be.
Do you give
Delicate.
him?
And they hold
pamphlet.
such
Do you give him the
such
pamphlet?
lucrative secrets.
I'm gonna give him a pamphlet.
He takes it.
Well, now, have you seen anybody interesting today?
I think all of my customers are interesting, sir.
What a comment that is. Second question: do you have breadsticks and are they unlimited?
He kind of nudges the bread basket forward. That's already
It's
on the table
empty.
to you.
It's
Oh,
empty.
it's empty already.
Christopher is
He's like startled.
Christopher holds it up and is like, more please.
The bread is unlimited, sir. It is garlic bread though, not breadsticks.
Well, can you just bring a large roll of it and we'll just pretend it's one large breadstick?
Yeah, that's who we're looking for.
I will certainly do that, sir.
I do have to say, I asked for breadsticks, not knowing that we are also looking for breadsticks. I did not make that connection. I just really wanted some breadsticks, but now I'm saying it out loud, and oh my gosh, yes.
I guess you say breadsticks enough and you start wanting breadsticks.
Yes, it's a psychosomatic thing. It gets in your head, and then you want breadsticks all the time.
God, you are so wise.
Oh,
The
the
funny
mysteries of my
situation.
brain.
I'll leave you to decide on your orders, sir. Mercedes.
Bark.
Yes, our dog says bark.
Mercedes!
Well, I feel like breadsticks will, if breadsticks is not here, breadsticks will probably show up, so we might as well tuck into a nice meal.
Could we share a salad?
I could share a salad.
Some soup.
I could share a soup.
You know, from the
Soup.
old church hymn, unlimited soup, salad, and breadsticks.
Let's just get
Yes.
one of everything and share.
Yeah.
I love
yeah.
that idea.
Perfect.
Oh, are we being bad?
I'll never tell.
We are
should
villains.
Maybe we should get dessert too.
So you
Dessert
hear the
first?
bell on
No
the
diet
door
zone.
ring as someone steps through. She is noticeable. I mean, you wouldn't normally notice a patron. She is a genasi, a fire genasi, and she's wearing like a very curious apparatus. It's almost like a corset, but made of dark metal and rivets. A circular window gives you a peek literally to what's going on inside as you see her internal organs pulsing and twitching. Small tubes feed into bags secured by grommets at various places in her hips. And It's rude to stare, but you're kind of staring because she's surveying the restaurant and her eyes fall on you, Saul, and she just locks eyes with you and starts coming over.
Hey, lady! Hey, lady, I liked your curious apparatus. It's really fucking cool.
It's a strong choice for an Italian restaurant.
Yes, this apparatus of mine certainly is of a curious nature. Though I must say it's rather unusual that you would be pointing it out as if it were the first time you were seeing it.
Yes, it would be very unusual.
My curious sort.
But
He
have
says-
you met my friends?
He says, I'm just a dog. Who are you?
Yes, have you met my dog, Peas? Why don't you say your name to Peas? Even though I know it.
Also, I guess I do too.
His eyes
Context
get like really
clues.
big and puppyish.
The rumors said you were all spirited away, but it would appear that these rumors were in fact false. At any rate, I'll take that jeweled scepter now.
Oh yeah. We
Well,
don't have
when
it.
What?
It's with our other half. Our other half of the. We're sort of on a B plot. We're being bad and eating lunch, like a carby lunch.
Do you want to share us out?
it's a shareable salad.
Yeah, come sit
Yeah.
down.
I could eat. She laughs and then she sits down with all of you. And then she pulls out a revolver and sets it on the table.
Oh, they have silverware.
I'm sure that will be helpful. Now, this ain't our first rodeo. This ain't the first time that you've tried to jilt me out of one of my prizes.
Of the table, who has the scepter?
I think Eris does.
Okay, cool. Because CRISPR is too intimidated / maybe in love with this cool lady to lie, I think. Or at least lie well. I'd love to hear more about you, though. What do you like doing for fun? You know, not for work.
I like owning rare and precious magical artifacts.
You know, a collector. So interesting.
I like to think so.
I guess
What
that
exactly-
makes sense.
What exactly didn't you like about the last time we met?
I wouldn't say it was the last time. It's more like you have a bit of a record. It's like 60-40. You do what I ask you to do, but there is a little bit of a wild card element to it.
I mean, that's a good
Sounds like
ratio.
us.
It sounds like we get results.
You do, and that's why I continually ask for your services. But then you dropped off the map, and I thought, I'm never going to get that scepter again. They're gone. No one's heard from them, not hide nor hair. But then here you are.
Well,
Yeah,
look,
But
we-
you're asking all these strange questions like we've never met before. And
We
you
had a
don't seem
weird
to have
time
my
of it.
scepter.
Yeah, we had a weird time of it, and we're sort of just getting back into the swing of it, you know? You know, how CRISPR got their groove back kind of stuff.
Right.
and look, we could bullshit you all night if we really wanted to about who has the scepter and where the scepter is and what your name is and what our backstory is. Or we could just enjoy this delicious Italian meal that's coming this way right now.
Oh, look, this looks so nice. Looks so lovely.
We got one of everything to share, so I hope that's okay with you.
Oh, that's perfect.
Good.
It reminds me of last time we all sat down and ate like this.
Ah, yes. Who could forget that?
Where was it again? Do you remember?
Definitely a restaurant, maybe, or a
What?
house.
Which one was it?
Certainly cuisine.
Oh, it was that Polynesian restaurant, wasn't it?
Yup, Polynesian cuisine. Like I said,
Yeah, we never ate together at
yeah.
any restaurant.
But
Well, with
isn't
all
it?
this talking, we're not
isn't-
eating together right now either.
Also, aren't all conversations like we are imbibing each other's words and we feast on each other's intellect? So couldn't it be said that we're eating together anytime that we have a true exchange of ideas?
Okay.
While this is happening, I want to try to send Derek to steal the revolver.
Oh, actually, she is making a check as well on you. So you roll perception.
All of us, or just?
Just Saul.
20, not natural.
All right. So while you were doing that, she was reaching for Derek.
Oh. Well, I declare. Are you going for my little Derek? I have him hop up on my finger and just kind of hold him out like a bird.
No, that would be cruel, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would be quite cruel. While this is happening, I want to try to cast Mage Hand, and distracting with Derek, and try to cast Mage Hand to pick up the revolver.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll against. She just notices in the nick of time and pulls her gun away and aims it at you. Tricky.
Okay, so things have escalated. Okay.
Does she have pockets of any kind? Can Peas
Yeah.
try to pickpocket her?
She's got some pockets, yeah.
Peas
If that's what you prioritize,
dog
yeah.
stuff.
Seems like she has
I'm gonna
a big
pickpocket her.
pocket that's visible.
Does a revolver count as tech? Can I hack a revolver?
You can't hack a revolver.
Okay.
Should I roll sleight of hand or stealth? Or
You should roll
investigation.
I'd say stealth to get over to her and then sleight of hand to pickpocket her.
Okay. Stealth, we've got a 26.
Jesus Christ, yeah, you're a ghost. She doesn't see you.
No. Perfect. And then sleight of hand, we have a 12.
Yeah, it works. She thinks she feels like something, but she thinks it might be like her tablet or something. So she doesn't pay attention. And from her
sniff it out.
pocket, you snatch her wallet.
Perfect. I just shove that right into my fur for later.
Ooh.
And I give my team a little one of those.
Yeah, as if we really were trying to luxuriate in this gun moment.
Yeah,
Well,
the
we
revolver
never
is
know
still
what we get.
pointed at Saul. I think you should maybe tell me what's going on here.
Look, I can tell you the whole story of everything that's happened over the past couple of days to longer than that, maybe weeks to a year since we've last seen each other. I don't want to spoil the story. Or this carbonara is getting cold. While I do that, I'm going to pick up a piece of spaghetti and just start eating.
Once a bullshitter, always a bullshitter.
True, but also I did not actually have breakfast today, so I am quite hungry. Are you going to join us?
Crispler smiles with every single tooth in their face.
He starts doing the cute thing a dog does.
Hello, God, Peas. I know you're not a dog.
I'm gonna do the thing where as I'm eating, I'm gonna slowly reach out and just try to lower the revolver with my hand.
He lets you do it and then puts it on the table.
Oh, that worked. That was okay. Let's manja.
These tortellini are stuffed with 4 different kinds of cheese.
The tortellinis just start flying into the mouths of everyone at the table. Everyone in the restaurant, tortellinis.
The patrons start ducking and screaming. We cut back to Foley and Eris,
Oh, good.
who have the single person in a robe, but the demon and the other person are gone.
Foley runs up to the person that's down and he's like, "Who are you? What'd you do with breadsticks?"
The hood on the person falls down to reveal a dragonborn woman who's like, "Oh, why are you shouting? I'm right here."
Tell us!
Ah,
Tell us!
Stop shouting at me, Jesus.
Why were you trying to kidnap? How's this volume-wise?
It's not better, frankly. I'm with you two.
Why were you trying? I'm just gonna lean back then. I have very long arms. Why were you trying to kidnap our breadsticks?
Your breadsticks?
That's our code name for a demon.
Demon?
Why were you trying to kidnap our person that you kidnapped, apparently?
Oh, right, yeah, no, yeah, because he's, the halfling body that's housing the demon. Yes, now I'm following along. Yes.
So?
Oh, why? You want to know why, right.
Stop stalling!
I'm not stalling. I
cannot wait to punch.
No. What? Is he gonna punch me?
I'm gonna try to hold him back, but my partner's got a very short fuse.
Yeah. Let me. I just need to explain something to you. I love to fight things.
This is true.
You're gonna know this about me in a few seconds.
Look, I'm trying to protect you, but I can't hold him back forever. I easily hold him back.
Look, I'm really new at this. They don't let newbies in on the really high level, deep secret stuff. We're usually on gophers and we do this kind of stuff, the stuff that's on the ground, okay?
Okay, well, if you don't have any useful information for us, then we're going to have to murder you right now.
What? Oh my god!
I mean, unless you have some useful information, we're gonna have to murder you right now.
Oh my god!
Well,
shut up!
Murder.
What are you? Oh god!
Look! Oh my god!
I can't, Eris. They're crying.
I'm not an interrogator. I'm a soldier.
God, I wanna.
You killed people before.
What did you say about war?
What?
You killed people before.
Sure, I have.
Oh
Oh my god! Just give us the information.
Who are you people? What are you part of? Tell us that.
What am I a part of?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm an intern.
For who?
For the Order of Peripety.
Oh, those guys.
Oh, Order of Peripety. We heard that before.
Order of Peripety is
something.
they've got that teardrop thing, right?
Yes, something about the shadowy organization.
It's a glowing eye with a single teardrop.
Oh, yeah, with the kaleidoscope. Oh, hey, I've got that. Let's see what's going on here.
Oh yeah, pull that guy out. Yeah.
Foley pulls out the kaleidoscope.
No, don't pull out anything.
No, pull it out. Pull that thing out.
Oh, I'm pulling it out.
We don't have to
Pull it
out
out.
anything.
Whip
No.
it out.
Oh my god.
Foley pulls out the kaleidoscope. And then immediately puts it to his eyeball and looks around the area.
You don't see any eyeball with a tear or anything on this person.
I don't see any eyeball with the teardrop on this cloaked person.
Okay, I'm gonna like set them down. I'm gonna like dust off their robe and I'm gonna be like, okay, calm down. Now maybe you don't think you have useful information, but any information you could give us would help. Like, you're an intern. Where do you go to do your interning? Who do you work for? These sorts of things. Any information you could give us would be good in keeping us from murdering you.
Okay. Roll insight.
Me?
Both of you.
18 plus 1, 19.
19.
So something about this person saying that they're from the Order of Peripety, it's just not adding up. Like, you don't see the eyeball, you don't, like, something about this seems untrue to you. Like, they gave up that information really fast.
I gotta tell you, Eris, I don't believe them. I'm gonna punch them in the face right now.
Okay.
Foley immediately punches them in the face.
Just the head like whips around and they fall on the ground. Oh my god, you punched, you serious? Are you freaking serious right now?
Okay, shush, quiet
God.
down.
Are you crazy?
Calm down.
I told you.
Oh my god,
I told them, right?
We told you.
I like to fight. That's my
He
thing.
likes to fight, it's his whole thing.
To punch people.
Okay, shh. Do you want the dough be a strip?
What?
Do you want the dough be a strip?
Don't be a strip.
Do you want the dough be a strip? Do you want the dough be a strip?
No, I want an ice pack.
Well, my partner will check to see if he has an ice pack. In the meantime, look, I told you I couldn't hold him back for very long. I'm sorry that happened. He's a loose handle that's flying off the shelf.
Who are you?
We're your worst nightmare, okay? Now, we know you don't work for the Order of Peripety, so why don't you stop selling us horse pucky and tell us the truth? Truth?
Tell us the truth.
Tell you the truth?
Tell us the truth. Truth.
Eris, truth.
Truth.
I don't have an ice pack, but I've got another one of these coming your
I
way.
can't hold them back forever.
Alright,
Do you have
roll
a-
for
do you have a-
intimidation.
Oh.
Both of us?
Yeah.
14.
8.
Alright, Foley, do you want to intimidate?
Yeah. Tell us something that.
Roll
Tell
for
us where our friend
intimidation.
is. What's that?
Roll for it.
Oh, roll for it.
Yeah.
For intimidation. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
10.
So, Eris, she's not as afraid of you, but Foley did, like, nail her in the face. So she's just like, you are unstable. So, at that prospect, she's just like, I'm with the anti-magic contingent of rebels from the city. How?
Anti-magic contingent?
Yeah.
What? Well, why? What's your purpose? What's your mission? Go get it.
Are you new here?
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
We're both very new here.
there's a lot of magic in the city, and there's a lot of tech in the higher up branches of government. There's a lot of pressure to rely on magic over technology, and there's a lot of us who are not as much a fan of that.
So you're a tech person,
I'm an intern.
but you've worked for the tech people. People who want to tech to win over magic in the city.
Yes.
Tech vigilante.
So what are you going to do with our friend?
That I don't know. I wasn't lying. I'm an intern.
Okay, once again, I'm going to ask you, where do you intern?
The anti-magic.
But where physically is that?
Where?
They're in the tunnels under the city with the old transit system.
All right. Do you have like an ID badge or something? Where do they go? Tell us. You're gonna lead us there.
No.
Yes.
What do you mean, no?
I mean, I don't have an ID badge. You think
Oh.
rebels carry ID badges around? Like,
All right, well, okay.
Good point.
Listen,
Yeah.
that is a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, we're going to keep you with us. We're going to get our friends. We're going to go in the tunnels under the city. And you're going to lead us to your base.
Deal.
okay.
What's your name?
Dervish.
Dervish. What are your pronouns?
She, her.
All right, Dervish.
Dervish. Really sorry about, just punching you straight in the.
Yeah, you should be.
Nose.
That's where you're freaking crazy.
Okay,
I told
you kidnapped a friend. You have no moral ground. You don't have
I'm an
moral legs to
intern.
stand on.
I was just
All right,
here
you know who was also
assisting.
interns? You
Okay.
know who was also interns? The Nazis.
Yeah. Also, Jesus.
They were also
Jesus
interns.
was also an intern.
Yeah, they were all interns. So, Cry Me a
So-
River on the smallest violin in the world, okay?
Yes.
Cry Me a River on the world's smallest violin.
Eris,
That's-
you got away with words. I didn't tell you that.
Thank you. I wasn't, I didn't study poetry, but thank you.
You're like a natural
But I'm a
poet.
fan. I like poetry. Yeah. I'm a fan of it.
Wow.
We're gonna cut back one more time to the restaurant.
So
Where-
that's
So I could go for more linguine. Someone else
oh
go
yeah,
for more
another
linguine?
plate, please.
Peas has a piece of noodle hanging out of the glowing bodice, and is the other end of the noodle is kind of like flailing at the unnamed guest, like trying to do a Lady and the Tramp thing. Like, come on, take the other end. It'll be fun.
Told you once, I've told you a million times, Peas, it's never gonna happen.
Ah, hard to get.
So that's pretty much how we ended up here.
You know, I was skeptical when you said it would take the entire meal of every dish in the restaurant plus additional linguine, but
Well, I'm nothing if not a detailed accountant.
well, I'll be damned. That is
So-
interesting. It's certainly unusual.
And now you know that we are at quite the disadvantage. And while you know us, we do not have any memory of you.
Well, I'm your former employer. I would give you jobs occasionally, freelance style. And
Did
my
we
name
get
is
medical benefits?
No, honey, no.
Dental?
Honey, what do you think freelance is?
Do
Full
you pay
dental,
for
but
our
no
fitness?
medical.
Do you pay for like membership to fitness? You know?
She just smiles
childcare,
and reaches out and like pats Christopher's arm.
paid time off.
Quick question: was CRISPR always like this?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Always like what?
They didn't talk as much. Actually, they were
I'm
very
coming out
quiet.
of my shell.
They were very quiet before. This is actually the most I've ever heard them talk.
I'm
Puberty.
growing
They
up.
have been having quite the past couple days.
I'm becoming an adult and experiencing changes
That'll happen.
Mhm.
in my body and mind.
And soon we'll teach you about deodorant.
I would honestly push that conversation up a little bit. Make that's a little
What?
pressing.
So
Okay, well, I'll meet this deodorant person whenever you want, okay? Just because I'm learning about things doesn't mean you have to lord over me that I don't know people.
maybe now that we've finished our recollection, you could go ahead and tell us who your name is?
Calamity bandwidth.
Calamity.
Calamity
Calamity.
bandwidth.
Yes.
Good name.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I do have to use the restroom. So I'm just going to scooch out here, just over you, Calamity. Sorry. Just
She grabs your collar.
well, we are going to have quite the accident in a minute unless you let go of that.
Saul's been having a rough bathroom day.
Saul always has a rough bathroom day.
I am slightly allergic to mussels, but I am such a huge fan of them anyway.
You also like to slink off, Saul.
Are you saying that I used to dine and dash? That does not seem like me.
I need
Christopher, under their breath, says, that does seem a little bit like him.
That was not under your breath.
I've
Would you like to
decided
join me in the bathroom? Would that make you feel better?
it would make me feel better that you're not gonna run off.
Okay, then let's take a trip to the bathroom together.
Let's do that.
As we walk to the bathroom, I look over my shoulder at everyone else and go,
Christopher is already halfway to the door.
Dine and dash? Dine and dash.
Yeah.
He's like, yeehaw! And dashes.
Yeah, we're gone.
Calamity turns around. She's like, God, fucking do it," and turns back to Saul.
well, I do have to go to the bathroom, so I don't know why they just left like that. That was quite unfortunate. But if you'd like to join me here in the old restroom.
Gonna roll for this.
I want them to get together.
She shoots you
I
in
like
the foot.
this.
She what?
She shoots you in the foot.
This is the beginning of a love story.
Oh! Oh! Okay, I do not have to go to the bathroom anymore.
And that's where
What
we're
did you
gonna end
expect?
it.
You shot me when I was full of steam. Oh, good lord!
I think that's a
You
good
happy,
place
Calamity?
to end it. It's right there.
Okay.
All
Good
right.
hustle, everyone.
Good hustle.
Yeah.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Good hustle. Good hustle.
Woo!
Sorry about my like wildly all over the place mic volume.
It's all good. It wouldn't be a stream if there wasn't some weird audio thing.
Can you hear me okay now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Back here. Man, me and Foley and Eris make a great tag team of two violent dummies.
I'm just realizing also that we never checked on breadsticks.
He's unconscious on the floor.
Say goodnight to the stream, everybody.
Good night.
Good night to the stream, everybody.
Peace.
Jenny, your naming of things is just impeccable.